Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugger and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're finishing up our very long trip today in a 4-day run for this trip. Today will be the last day. We'll finally get the delivery in. Quick note, version 1.16 is active. It's 1.16.2. And that means that it's a 64-bit version. At least it's supposed to be. I assume it downloaded. It had to. I've got the new version number. I don't know if it automatically detects if you have 64 or 32. I just started the game. So I don't know if there's going to be any differences. I hope there will be, but I really don't know for sure. Also, I'm feeling a little low energy right now. That could have come again from the fact that I only just ate a little while ago. That was pretty much it for the day so far. Yeah, I thought I took the brake off this time. I knew it was on, but something told me that I had removed it when I actually didn't. So, not a whole hell of a lot to talk about right now, if I'm to be honest. Because not a whole hell of a lot has gone on since yesterday. Things have been quiet. They've been relatively calm. I'm still having problems sleeping, but such is the case. So, I'm not entirely sure what to talk about, if I'm to be honest with you. Though the good news is we've got the cruise control locked in, and we're going at 110 on this road. We should make some good time as long as this keeps up. We're full on fuel, we're fully rested, and this is looking to be a good leg. So 2 out of 3, I mean 3 out of 4 rather, if I can make this and actually, oops, I shut down the cruise control button. My mind keeps going back to my old button setup, which I really should have. So I do silly things like that. Not much going on in Eve right now for me either, because a little too fast. Oh, missed. Not much going on in Eve right now for me either, because come on, bring it down. There we go. Just not many spawns right now. Not many good spawns for sure. And part of the problem is one of these systems next to the main system where I live in is being what's known as cloaky camped. This is when a guy comes in a ship, and I've mentioned before, yeah, I think I mentioned this before anyways, he has a Sino generator, and then if you go out and try and do things, he comes to where you are, makes it so your ship can't run away, lights the Sino, a bunch of bad ships come through, and blow you up, which means they really can't do much right now. It's the advantage that my corporation has over many corporations, is that we own multiple systems, including at least one that is far away from where we are and is connected by a jump bridge, which means if somebody comes and cloaky camps us, we can just leave. We can go to that other system and they can't follow us. You know, they can't just go to a gate and, oh, here they are. It doesn't work that way. So, the problem with that is the sites that you scan down are limited in number per constellation. You know, several systems, a bunch of systems together is a constellation. And as those systems appear in our neighbor's system, they can't be run. So they sit there, and they can take up to a week to disappear. And the spawns go stagnant. And, you know, it's not their fault. It's frustrating. It's quite aggravating, if I'm to be honest with you. But it's not their fault. So I feel bad for our neighbors because they were camped for a very long time. It got to the point where they didn't even bother logging in for a while. And when they came back, they got a different camper from a different corporation after only about a week of being back. So, you know, I feel really bad for them. So where I am noticing, might as well prognosis this a little bit. Whereas I am noticing right now, there are some lag points where the new stuff loads in. I notice it is a less effect, and not as often. I'm not getting it nearly as often, and it seems to be a less effect, which is really nice. I should slow down. This looks like a populated area. 10th. Yeah, 10th is good. But I'm going to go and double check and see if there's anything I need to do to upgrade it to work with a 64. You know, if there's an option I need to check. Because before I started, I glanced over options. I looked over stuff. And I didn't see anything that I particularly had to press in order to make it run as a 64. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So, however, this will not mean the end of the little breaks, unfortunately, that I do once in a while. Again, it's to help with frame rate a little bit in terms of trying to make sure that sounds and visuals stay synced up. But it's also because sometimes with fraps, you go through one of those frame rate drops, and the frame rate won't come back. It'll just stay low, and then you got to make it come back. I got something rattling around in my headphones. It's quite annoying. I actually have to remove the cuff to get at it, probably. We're almost there. Well, almost is a relative term, if I'm to be honest. This is really pretty to drive through here, these dunes. And they get sporadic growth on them. This is actually really cool right here. This has changed since the last time I've been through here, it looks like. Because I don't remember seeing this. You know, the guys over at Truck Sim Map really do a good job, although I think sometimes some things are unneeded or overkill, but it's still one of the best map mods that I've found, and definitely one of the easiest to use in my eyes. Not that any of the map mods are really difficult, and there's only two that I know of. But oh, excuse me, I told you I'm a little tired, a little energy down right now. But I still just find Truck Sim Map to be, personally, in my opinion, better. Although Pro Mods is actually really good as well. I got to play around with Pro Mods a little bit, and it's nice. It doesn't have as much wide content as Truck Sim does. Truck Sim has a lot more content, cities, roads, but it seems to be, I don't know, better constructed, maybe better thought out. Like when driving around the ocean, as you see there, you're not going to see a bunch of reused ships over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, which is what I've run into before. You know, you're not going to be driving down and then there's going to be like 90 cruise ships, you know, one spaced perfectly out after the other along the shore. You know, and that's not to say that cruise ships don't come to an island or a shore area and anchor off. They do. Here in Maui, we can only handle so many cruise ships in the harbor at once, and the amount of cruise ships that we can handle in the harbor at once is one. That's it, just one cruise ship. So if any other cruise ships come and you know, at the same time as someone's in the harbor, they have to go and anchor offshore out Lahaina on the other side of the island. And I've seen as many as 3 sitting out there, anchored off Maui, and then they use shuttle boats to get people back and forth. It's really nice, honestly. It looks really cool seeing them out there like that. It's not a sight, even living on the island, you get to see too often, because they only come during the season, and it only happens to be if you're out there at the time. It's after 5:30. I can lose my lights now. Don't have to have them on. Alright, can't pass this dude at the moment. Not because it's double yellow. I know this area, you don't get a lot of passing opportunity. So I'm just waiting for a nice look, because this is a really blind right hand corner here. Yeah, see, not the best of places. Plus it's a bit of an uphill. I want like this, where I get a downhill and I get a decent enough view around him that I have a chance to make this. And he even slows down for me. That's awesome. One of the few things the AI does well is that if you're going to pass it, at some point it usually slows down and gives you an easier time to pass. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, you see, here we go. We've just passed 2 ships already, and there's a third one out in the ocean, another tanker, like the first tanker that you saw when I turned and looked to the side. I really don't see a lot of shores like this, and as I've mentioned before, you say, well, you haven't lived off a trade hub shore, you might not know. Yes, I have. I lived in I'm trying to remember the name of the town because I'm confusing it with another one. I lived in Cape Charles, Virginia. Yeah. And no, that place in and of itself is not a trade hub, but it is where I lived, right on the Chesapeake Bay. And you could look out and you could see the trade ships coming back and forth from Norfolk, which was the trade and military hub, in all due honesty. So never in my time have I seen so many ships this is risky, by the way. Never in my time have I seen so many ships. I want to slide inside here like that. Slow it down because I don't want to pass on this corner. As I was saying, I've never seen so many ships offshore at one time. I just haven't. The only time I saw a bunch of ships offshore one time was there was a huge storm slash hurricane. I can't remember if it was just a big storm or a hurricane that came through, and for safety, a bunch of ships anchored offshore in the Chesapeake Bay. And even then, there was only like 4 or 5. You know, that was it. So, ooh, no, 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 damn. Well, that hurt. How bad's the cargo? 3%. All right, that could have gone a lot worse. You know, something in my head said I wasn't going to make it. Something in my head said I wasn't going to make it. But I kept trying, figuring, oh, he'll slow down and let me go past and I'll have enough room. No, I know better than to trust the AI like that. I know better. But it may look horrible. I mean, it's going to be a pretty penny to repair. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a pretty penny to repair. 17%. But we're still getting 105,000 minus the 3% damage penalty. So, and that's not going to be a huge penalty. So, we're still okay. I just feel a little bit of a graphics issue there. I'm not really okay with it per se. I'm upset that it happened and that I actually foolishly thought I could make it when it became obvious that I wasn't going to. What I should have done is jam the hit the brake and then jam the transmission down to give me more braking power off the exhaust brake and the retarder. But instead, I just did what most fools do. They get in a situation like that. So yes, I am calling myself a fool again. And I just hit the brake and tried to stop of my own accord. And it obviously didn't happen. Still, it could have been much, much, much worse. I was expecting a hell of a lot more. I really was. Whoa. Whoa. Not watching the map. Here's where everything starts to go wrong. I'm distracted and upset with myself over the accident that I'm not paying attention to the corners and the sat nav. So a little bit of story online, I guess, between two YouTube channels, one a single personality, one a group. I don't know much about it, so I can't claim anything, and I can't point anything out, and I can't point fingers, but apparently the gang over at Extra Credit, which is one of the YouTube channels I subscribe to, has accused, or may have accused, Total Biscuit, somebody else who I subscribe to, and probably maybe a lot of you know, maybe not, I'm not sure. He's very popular gaming news journalist on YouTube. Probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular, on YouTube. Um, Maybe even outside of YouTube, if I'm to be straight honest. They accused him of doing a paid promotion or something like that. That's what it seems like. And man, that's just asking for trouble. Because TB has always been transparent, you know. He's always made sure to make everything upfront and honest. He's always made things available. And he's always refused anything paid, you know. Paid reviews, paid this, paid that. Anything that might skew his honest journalistic opinion about video games. And I know some people may, yeah, you know, right, journalists, honesty, ha ha ha. But no, for real. For real. TB just seems like that one person that you can honestly 100% trust. Another one I actually think, in all honesty, and I only just subscribed to him, and I wonder why I hadn't been for a while, why I haven't subscribed to him up until now, because I knew he existed for a while, is what I meant to say, is Jim Sterling. No, don't you... Oh my god. Again, not paying attention and lucking out a second time. Seems to be the rhythm of this trip, doesn't it? Smooth sailing, screwed up. Smooth sailing, screwed up. But this time, I'm not taking a save game bailout, which I could do. I'm not happy about doing that before, last time, because I did save the damage, but my truck wasn't uprighting itself, and I just didn't want to call for, assistance, so I took the save. I'm not doing that this time. The repair bill and the loss on the damage on the trailer to me is acceptable. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to sniff too much. My nose is... And we're back. That wasn't as easy to mute my microphone out and to clear my my nose as I thought it was going to be, so that's why I went silent like that. I have to say, again, I am getting small little hitches where things are loading, but again, not nearly as bad and definitely not nearly as often right now, which is really, really good. Alright, let's be a little bit more careful on the passing this time. Or not. Engine malfunction. Lovely. I don't see anything coming. That's kind of fitting, really. Got into that huge accident while passing another truck. All right, so let's be more careful while we pass this. Truck, my truck. Nope. Nope. Been there, done that. Not doing it again. It's all right. This is a visitor service area. I haven't passed another town. Oh God, could you imagine if it was where I'd have to call for service help. I really would. But I'm all good. We don't have too much further to go. We only have 124 kilometers. Can't change my dashboard display. It's just going to say warning, visit service. And you better believe I was trying. Matter of fact, my orbitals are probably on right now because I forgot what I put them on. I think I put them on the hat button down. Hat button, D-pad. Hey, alright, highway. So now if I need to pass something, I can just pass it. Hooray for income, driver Charles. And he's leveled up. Awesome. Although I will say, due to this accident, there's a good chance I won't be buying another truck and getting another driver until after the next run. I really just want to keep the hammer down because, you know, stamina is starting to become a little bit of an issue. But we're rolling pretty hard, and we're going to have to cross at least one more ferry, a very short ferry trip, in order to finalize this delivery. So I'm not too worried about it, if I'm to be honest with you. It's all good. Hey, nuclear power plant. Awesome. This must be the snow. Well, I suppose it could be the city. Yeah, there's some loading issues right there. I suppose this could be the city that I leave from. I have to exit from here. See, if I pass the garage while doing this, yeah, actually there's the ferry station. If I pass the garage while doing this before the delivery, I'd stop real quick and get it fixed, except that I don't think I have enough euros to do that. Yeah, see, there's a garage right there. I don't feel that I have enough euros. 8,000? No, it's probably going to cost me 20, 30,000 at least, if not more. Right, we're almost there. You know, if I remember correctly, when you get into an accident like this, not only can you have engine problems like I did, but you'll actually lose engine power, transmission, gears, all kinds of little things can happen. Oh, stop it with the engine malfunctions, will you? I love the visual glitches like that, man. They're so much fun. What? What? He had plenty of time to... No. No, 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 no. I don't blame that one on me. I'm sorry. That was not my fault. He didn't even slow down. He ran that trailer full speed when I had plenty of time to make that turn and he had plenty of time to stop. The first one, totally my fault. I was okay with taking the damage. That one, he just didn't stop. No, I'm not doing that one. That pisses me off. That is wrong on so many fucking levels right there. Out of all the things I deal with in this game, from the loading to the frame rate not being cooperative at times, to just being stupid, not paying attention, the most frustrating thing I have to deal with, by far, easily, is the AI in this game. And that was a perfect example of what I was talking about. Hit my trailer at full speed, somehow causing my truck 20% more damage. No. No. Not happening. Not in your wildest damn dreams, game. Actually, I want to be in this lane. Yeah, that's just not happening. I'm sorry. You can actually hear little engine problems when I shift gears and stuff. Alright, let's try this again. I apologize for things like that, really. I'm not one to take a save bailout like that, and I've already done it twice in this issue. Oh, stop now. Now it's giving me like real loading issues for whatever reason. But it's alright. They're, like I said, they've been few and far between. Rolled a little too far. Okay, we're good. Wow. That actually froze. Pretty sure we're going, yeah, we're going to the island. Oh my god, have you been able to hear my background game all this time? I forgot to mute it. One sec. I'm sorry, I don't know. If you've been hearing singing in the background, like chanting or something, that I accidentally had Eve open and I forgot to mute the sound down completely. I'm not doing good today, am I? Whatever. Whatever. There's our delivery spot. That's all that matters right there right now. Heck of a hill. Oh, bank's not happy. I'm at negative $319. So as soon as the loan comes through, I also get an instant mail saying, "Hey, where's our money?" Yeah. Chill, dudes. It's coming. Why would I skip parking? Of anything that's been going on today, this should be the easiest part. Hey! Alright, so we got 89,000. That's good enough. Good enough to make the bank happy again. Let's find our garage and spend most of it fixing our truck. Is there even a garage here? No. Wow. I gotta go back over there. Alright. I'm gonna go back over, I shall. No, too late. Come on, light. Thank you. Whew. Swung that tight, didn't I? Back from whence we came. How do I get to said garage? Looks like just follow this around and then take... Okay, that's fine. On the positive side here, we get to fill up a little bit more of this road area. It's always good. I dread to think of how much this is going to cost to fix, in all due honesty. I was actually looking forward to maybe having enough money to thinking about buying a truck and hiring a new driver. I could buy an Iveco, but no such luck. Grinding them gears. Hey, why not? Let's just rain while we're at it. Must not be much of a speed limit here. That car's flying too. Ah, it's a dealership. All right. So, what happened? Well, trying to pull into that garage, as you saw, the game crashed. Now, I thought it was just a crash. No big deal, no problem. They happen. I found it funny that it happened, but I wasn't upset about it. Loaded the game. I shouldn't be talking here. I loaded the game up, tried to do it again, game crashed again. So I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I loaded the game up third time, turned the truck around, went all the way around, tried to approach the garage from the other side, almost pulled in, and the game crashed again. So there's something that's causing the game to crash at that point. So I did the only thing I could do while off cameras, not to waste your time. I pulled up the garage manager, quick traveled back to my home garage, went and got some sleep, and then got the truck fixed, which was 22,000 euros. And pulled in and re-rested. So that's what happened. I was dealing with a crash issue. So to get around it, because there was no other garage close by that I could go to and try and get fixed in, and I was really tired and I didn't want to deal with all those issues, I just quick traveled back to my home garage, got a repair, and we're going to go on from here. It's been an up and down ride with this delivery. It really has. We had two really smooth runs and two runs where, something went wrong but wasn't terrible. And then this last run, man, just problem after problem. One of them was mine, but the rest, no, man, they're just how it went. But, that happens, especially when you're dealing with mods. So I can't be too angry. We'll just keep going and hope that it doesn't happen again. Remember that it happened there, and try not to repeat that mistake. So let's take a look at what we have in this area that we can take. Let's just go full on price. We have a 15-ton Caterpillar. 20 tons of pork. Flooring. Meh. Kind of looks like an interesting trailer. What about close by cities? There's something that looks interesting. That gondola trailer. That gondola trailer looks real fun. What about here? No. More lumber. No. This is kind of getting far out. But I'll check this little clump. How about here? That looks good, but it's lightweight. It's not that great. Definitely nothing special here. Although I wouldn't mind that garbage truck run, but... Oops. So here... definitely nothing special there, although that Sterling, again, would be an interesting... So I think, honestly, that our next trip will be this gondola for 45. Does that go somewhere we've been? No. It does travel a road that we've been on, but it does not go somewhere that we've been. So that works for me. So that's going to be our next one. We're going to take that 26-ton gondola, and at 26 tons, I may just decide to drop the center axle. I could change chassis if I chose to. I do have the 6x4 chassis unlocked, which is the dual wheels for both. But I think I'm going to stick with this chassis. I like the option of putting down wheels for a little extra balance, and then not putting them down when I don't have to. So that's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I can't say as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. There's been some enjoyment in it, but if you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you, then you're really frustrated right now. So, join me next time. Hopefully I will have a skin for the truck, so I'll be driving around something other than flat black. Other than that, this is going to be One Big Bug of signing out. I'm going to go talk to my wife of why she's looking at bras, and I'll see you next time.